Hey folks, Jimmy here, aka Palette of the Dead. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to a very special Warhammer update video. As per usual with all the videos though, if you like them, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment down below. Great to hear your opinions, your feedback, everything. And this one's going to be a bit of a long one, so let's crack on with it because it's going to go on a while. So, first off, new Lumineth Realm Lords were announced in today's reveals. So there are new good old Venari Blade Lords, which look really cool and have an awesome range of poses. These guys are pretty damn cool looking. I'm not going to lie, I'm quite impressed with the Lumineth Realm Lords set. Some of the armour looks a bit is quite ornate. There are some parts of it that I don't like the look of, but all in all the models are actually really cool. There is also the Venari Star Shard Ballistas, which look really cool. Two-man crewed siege ballistas. So long range, high power firing, should be really cool. Definitely worth having if you want to have them in your army. There is also a whole host of new heroes and stuff like that. So there is like a scribe, there is a banner carrying guy, there is the alternate pose to the good old Severeth Hurricane Spirit of the Wind that was revealed not long ago. There is of course also the twins that have been announced and shown off as well, Eliana and Elathor the twins. So of course with these guys they were tutored by Teclis, favoured Eliana, and Tyrion tutored Elathor. And these guys look really cool and very kind of contrasting. So one magical, one very fighty. Very nice looking model in all honesty. There will also be an updated Lumineth Realm Lords battle tome to add to all of these characters as well, because it's going to be needed in all honesty, because the current battle tome does not cover them of course. And they also unveiled this new scenery piece as well, which is the kind of shrine to Teclis, shrine Luminor as well, which looks really cool. Got them waterfall effects and them little bonsai trees which look amazing, and a very nice bit of terrain kit, I must admit. Considering I don't like terrain for a lot of it and I don't like painting it up or anything like that, this is really cool, and I must admit I will be tempted to get this piece, depending on how much it is of course. Then to kind of tie in with Immortal Realms, if you want to bolster your Nighthaunt army, there is Krulgast Cruciator. So once mortals, these phantasmal beings met a gruesome end through the foulest torture imaginable. Very cool. Very nice looking model as well. He looks pretty awesome. And yeah, pretty sinister. Very nice. If you want to add this to your Nighthaunt, it's going to be very easy to do. Very nice looking model though, and it's nice to see some new Nighthaunt. Sticking with Mortal Realms magazine though, for instance, there is also a new Stormcast hero, which is Garda's Steel Soul. So this Lord Celestant, who battled his way across Nurgle's Garden, and also featured in Hallowed Knight's Black Pyramid, is a pretty cool looking model, doing that superhero pose with his sword and his warhammer, and you can have him with a helmet on or without the helmet on, entirely up to you, but a very nice looking model all in all. So pretty damn cool to have one of these guys in your armies. They also unveiled a new Wight King model, which is Wight King that is mounted. So if you've already had the old Wight King model, this one will go alongside it. It's not, you know, one for one or anything like that. It's not exactly the same model, but only a mounted version of it, but it is part of the Wight King's set, so it does call back to kind of the older Warhammer Fantasy Battles game and everything like that as well. Very cool having a skeletal steed as well. Very nice. Very nice model in all honesty, and definitely one that I might have to pick up. Then if you like your Warhammer Underworlds, Diachasm has new warband coming, which is called Headcracker's Mad Mob, which looks really cool. It's 4 new orcs, all savage orcs as well. So you have this bow guy, you have a shaman, which is probably my favourite model out of all of them. That shaman looks amazing, and looks like it'll be really good fun to paint that up. You could do a lot of colour variations with them feathers, for instance, and make him look very, very special, which should be really, really cool. So, very nice models to have there. There will also be Warhammer Underworlds 2-player starter set coming as well, which is just a set of castigators, a set of Glaive Wraith Stalkers, the board, the deck for each, and a few tokens and stuff like that. Basically enough to get 2 people playing out of the box and having a bit of fun with it and stuff like that as well, which is always really cool. Now, on to the biggest reveal. And there you have it. So, Warhammer Quest, Curse City, massive update. So, considering they were updating this weekly, up until launch apparently, they've done 3 weeks of it and then just gone, sod it, we'll just reveal the entire lot in one go. So, lots of stuff to go through with it all. So, not only is the artwork on the box fantastic and does look really cool, but there is loads of stuff in this box. So in total we will have 8 heroes, 42 hostiles, and then 10 objective markers. Going alongside them will be the rule book, the quest book, and then a War Scrolls book, so you can use all of these guys, I would presume, in any normal Age of Sigmar battle that you may want to have, which is fantastic news, and what a lot of people have been wondering about, if they will be usable outside of the actual Curse City box game. You will get counters and tokens, of course, 28 dice. There will also be the board tiles, gateways, and lich gates. Then there will be a secret envelope and a bunch of cards that you're going to need to play it as well. Along with this as well, they did mention that there is another character that can be used in this as well, that they haven't revealed yet and they haven't shown off, and does not come with this box set. It's going to be completely separate, and will be usable though, which is fantastic news and really cool. Before we go through all the models though, there is also going to be a novel involved in it from C.L. Werner, who is really good, and a lot of their novels are really fantastic. Really looking forward to this, and it should be really cool. Which this will have the unique hero card that can be used in good old Curse City as well. And I suppose we should have a look through all these models. So let's start off, shall we? So first of all, we've got 3 of these heroes here. We have, when he wants to change over, Jelson Darroch, who we already know is the Vampire Hunter and part of the Order of Azir. Clolthis the Exile, who we've also already met, which is another awesome character to have. There is Imelda Braskov, who is a Knight of Azir, and a very cool looking character as well, with a nice pose. After her army was destroyed by Rad Ukar the Wolf, Imelda turned her grief and shock into cold inner steel. She has vowed to slay the vampire at the heart of her beloved city, or die in the attempt. So, she is part of the Order, well, she is part of the Knights of Azir, and a really cool looking model as well. and ready to obviously kick some ass. There is Dagnay Holdenstock. So the Trade Commodore is known as a veteran entrepreneur with a knack for creative interpretation of the Cadron Code. After seeing Ulthuan as a potential treasure trove, he searches for streets for the riches he so desperately desires. So this guy looks awesome. He is one of the Cadron overlords, and he is fantastic. He looks like a sky pirate, he really does, with that kind of like that billowing coat and everything like that. He's also not wearing a helmet, which is unusual for the overlord, for Cadron as well. So really cool, really cool looking model. Then there is Glario then Elton III. So the brash young duelist is the last surviving member of a once proud Van Allen dynasty. He now seeks to avenge his family's lost honour, starting with slaying his 3 cousins who each willingly receive a blood kiss. It's time that all of those countless hours of training in swordsmanship are finally put to good use. So he looks really cool. He's got an awesome pose. He looks like one of the rogue traders as well from Blackstone Fortress as well. Really nice looking model. Really fantastic. Really do like this guy. There is Cleonona Zeitengale, a missionary of the Cult of the Comet. Cleonona tried to warn the city of a cataclysm to come, but her warnings fell on deaf ears. Now, as the last of her order to survive, she summons the power of Sigmar to clear the streets of the vampiric scions of Nagash. So this chick looks absolutely amazing. Really cool, fantastic looking model. Warrior priestess style. Obviously got some magical abilities. Apparently is the main healer for the group as well. And she's carrying some stakes as well, so she is very well prepared to take on some vampires. There is Octron Glimscry as well. So Octron has spent many years in the realm of death, experimenting with a mortality manipulating realmstone known as Gravesand. He once worked alongside Torgilius the Chamberlain, but now he seeks to end his former colleagues' experiments and free the city from its curse as well. So with this guy, he is kind of like a darker mage, in a sense, considering he has worked with Gravesand and used to work alongside Torgilius as well, before Torgilius turned his back on the rest of that kind of group. Really cool looking model. Really nice. A little bit different as well to have a guy that looks like that as a hero, which is pretty unusual and pretty cool. Then, last but not least, there is Brutog Corpse Eater. So this ogre mercenary has acquired a taste for long dead flesh and will happily eat skeletons, rotting zombies, and even mummified cadavers until he comes to Ulthuan, not just to get his fill of these delicacies, but also to prove he is the strongest ogre in all of Shaiish. So having an ogre as part of your hero team is a pretty cool idea. Very nice looking model as well. Yeah, damn good stuff from this set right now. In terms of the overlords of Ulthuan and the kind of the agents of evil, essentially, there is of course Gorslav Gravekeeper, who we've also already met. The same with Watch Captain Halgrim, and of course we most recently met and found out about Torgilius the Chamberlain as only just on Thursday as well. But there is also Vicross Bloodborne, who's this main kind of one here, who embarked upon and freely received the Blood Kiss to become part of Radikar's first in court as well. And there is also 2 others of the Bloodborne as well. With these guys, they are kind of vampiric, but they are a bit wild and feral in a way, and very cool. Then there is also Radikar the Wolf, who is the tyrannical master of Ulthuan and a vampire of ancient power and cunning, whose ambition is matched only by his savage cruelty. There is also a massive Vargulf, which is an awesome looking model, but it isn't actually a Vargulf. He is a Varskier. So what that actually is, I do not 100% know, but he looks absolutely awesome, to say the least. Not only that though, you're going to get a whole host of enemies as well. So you're going to get vampire bat swarms, there'll be rat swarms, there are the Orphan Watch themselves, the skeletal guards, there are zombies, loads of zombies, there are, of course, there are also 2 zombie ogres, which work as kind of like your kind of gatekeepers and everything like that. Very, very nice stuff. Really, really impressed with all of this, and it should be a fantastic box set to get your hands on. Really, really good stuff to come, in all honesty. Really, really impressed with this, and yeah, definitely looking forward to getting my hands on it. I'm hoping with all of these reveals that this means that we are closer to seeing good old Warhammer Quest than I first thought. So I worked it out to around about 12 weeks. I'm hoping it's a lot sooner. In all honesty, I'm hoping only a couple of weeks now, if we're lucky. Who knows? Though I could be miles out with that kind of guessing estimate, but really, really looking forward to getting my hands on this. Right then, that's it from me. I've kept you all long enough. As I say, it's been a long video because there's a lot to go through. If anybody's interested and wants me to go through a bit more of all of this and a bit more of what's going on with Warhammer Quest or anything like that, let me know in the comments down below and I'll happily go through it all. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you very, very soon. Bye bye now.